passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Sooner! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. I saw a great example of it right there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spreading tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school, 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable.
Got a lot of running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone, and the touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Looking downfield, it's Ackerman. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the handoff. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Time to take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of dudes, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job, and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Snags it over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Ackerman. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on the road.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Touch pass on the run. Crosses to 40. Can anyone catch it? The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Inbound through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Sooners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 4-1. And the Sooners are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw. It's Ackerman. Looking for the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. The inside handoff. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First down to start the drive after the break. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
The deep thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Well, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
He does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard play. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
To the air, it's Ackerman. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. And they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Wants to throw on third. Forced out of the pocket. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the door inside the opponent's 10-yard.
He's got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive win.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Tackle on play at the 31-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. They go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field. But if nothing's open, boom. I take it to easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to it. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness. And they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Got it looking for a first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like that QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He finds his man. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride, right? I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between the quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. There's a timeout call. This offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. He's going to let it go. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going in the half, listen, I know you're trailing. Building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's caught. At the 40, there he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Ackerman. He'll take the deep shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's reeled in, it's Howard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Movement here from the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's looking outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown Tide! And the pummeling has started.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They stopped him just a finger too short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass, it's Ackerman. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to engage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll run for it on 4th down. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. Sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A jet sweep pass. Looking for room at the 30. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Running back searching for a hole. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now.
And he'll just take the lead. This drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been quick clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got the quick completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Running back goes in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. At the 45 on his way. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up third down.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a diving grab along the right sideline. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Here comes that Alabama. Give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get
That's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreat.
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, and build some momentum for some future games.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They'll try it on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He wants to throw. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires it. Finds a man on the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. This quarterback, part of their running game. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles. You know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets rid of it. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning it up, they pick up and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Ackerman. Throws to the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Oh, look at, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. And the punishment has been extended. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Ackerman. He's got the back in the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jennings. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Another first down.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses.